G'day everyone, Lucas here from the Aussie Gamers Experience, and today I'm going to take a look at my most hated parts of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Take this stuff with a grain of salt, it's all superficial crap that I just wanted to have a whinge about. Let's get started. Okay, first up, let's take a look at Romanza. Now, this is a cool map. I actually really like this map, but there's just one part in particular that I just can't get right. Not every time, anyway. And it's this bloody barrel and that bloody wall. And trying to get... Alright, so I managed to get it right this time. I don't know if they've patched it, made it easier to mantle. But usually when I do this, I end up just jumping at the wall, kind of like I'm dry humping it. And it's just annoying. I've seen other people struggle with it, so I know it's not just me, but this wall can get stuffed. It really does my head in. I pretty much ignore it now and don't even try to mantle this one in the game, but that barrel, that wall, hate it. Thank you very much, Romanza. Let's move on before I blow a valve. Alright, so we're going across to Azir Cave, actually a pretty cool map as well. I like this one. And this bit is particularly a menace to me, is when I mistime this jump and fall to my death. And it's kind of like inside the map, you can fall out of the map because of this little crater that they've put in here with a bridge. Now, I generally can make this jump, but just sometimes when there's a bit of panic going on, it's very easy to fail and fall and even sometimes do a little bit of a 360 and fall into the thing when you're trying to get away. So basically, when I'm playing, if you look down in this little ditch, you'll see a whole bunch of dead bodies that are piling up, because cool feature of Modern Warfare is that your dead bodies don't always disappear straight away. So you've got like this whole pit of dead army people. That's my fail. Damn it, get rid of that. Alright, next up we got Crash. This is a map that's been brought back from Call of Duty Modern Warfare back in the day, and this part, I don't like these things. They're the one-way jumps even, so you can jump over them but you can't get back. And yeah, I'm guilty of sometimes forgetting that that's a thing and trying to get back and you can't do it. And there's another one. There's actually two that I know of, one-way jumps on this map, and that's this here where you can jump up on this rubbish bin, and you can jump over, but you can't get back because it's too much of a jump. I don't like that. Get rid of it. Change it. Give me a bin on both sides, but then I suppose it will assist the enemy as well as me. But yeah, that's something I hate. Just kill you, wall. Alright, next up we are going to Gunrunner. I like this map, it's probably one of my favourite maps. However, I get into a lot of gunfights in this area here, and it's like a death trap with these bloody gas cylinders because they explode, and sometimes it rewards the enemy team for having a bad shot. They miss you, shoot straight past you, and you get killed by these things exploding, which really is annoying. And there's a few more here, and it's just one of those things that even when they miss you, they'll kill you. I don't know if they get the kill, maybe they do because they blew up the cylinders, but that happens. But yeah, also on Gunrunner is this like full drive here. I don't know what it is, but it looks like somebody used it so much that they got the gold camo and then just ditched it and left it here, because this doesn't fit in. It just feels like this is an unused asset that they just felt like adding to the game. Maybe there's something to this, maybe it was added for some reason that I'm just not aware of. But yeah, the gold trimmings, damn you can have flat tires. Alright, next up we got Hackney Yard. Now this is a pretty cool map, one of my favourites as well for a TDM map, but I hate this window. This window needs to be boarded up. I hate it. It has just a perfect line of sight for one of the spawn sites, and when you're the one spawning right there in the middle of my crosshairs, you're gonna have a bad day. That sort of really annoys me. Get rid of that window. And also, I'm really disappointed with the fact that it took me so long to realise how to get to this section. I didn't actually realise this was part of the game for probably a month after I played the game. But yeah, you can come up here as well. It's a shitty camping spot for sniping, but that's what it is. Right, Shoot House. Moving on now, I struggle finding things to not like about Shoot House because it's almost perfect in my opinion. However, I did find something, and it's this chopper. I hate it. I hate the fact that you can't get in it. Now, it's a shoot house. You should be able to jump into that. If you could climb up maybe the back end of that and then go into that section, maybe go prone, that'd be really cool. I could pretend that I've got a kill streak and maybe a chopper gunner and just shoot people out the window, because it's really hard for me to get kill streaks because I'm really bad at Call of Duty. So to be able to climb up into this helicopter, that'd be nice. But you know what? You can't. So it sucks, and I hate it. Alright, let's go across to Vacant. Now, Vacant, once again, was really hard to find something I didn't like, because it's actually a pretty cool map. But I did find something, and it's these vending machines. They have nothing but crap in them. Peanut butter crackers? Crackers themselves are dry as all hell and will soak up any moisture in your mouth. And guess what? Peanut butter does the exact same thing if it's a cheap and nasty brand. And having those two things together, I could imagine this just being Cottonmouth Central eating those stupid peanut butter crackers. Those chips, they look rubbish. It just looks all generic garbage. I don't like it. It's a cheap vending machine. It doesn't even have pay wave, or whatever you want to call it, the tap and pay thing. You have to actually put your credit card into the machine. Rubbish. And there's no numbers. There's no way of selecting what you wanted. But also on this map is this car park. This car park is absolutely ridiculous. How the hell are you meant to maneuver cars in here? I know that my missus struggles massively with actual car parks. Now, to imagine having her park in this car park, she would take out those pylons that are for the overpass and probably bring the whole thing down on top of everybody underneath it. But yeah, look, it's just completely awkward. I think this was poor design. If you were driving in here, it would be hopeless and I would hate it. Yeah, you don't drive cars in this map, but whatever. I think it's a really weird design for a car park and would be almost impossible to park. So it gets onto my list of things I hate about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And the final thing that I hate about Call of Duty Modern Warfare is Piccadilly. Full stop. That's it. Piccadilly sucks. I hate this map. But I did find something I hate on Piccadilly, and it's this. It's these things. These weird theft detector things that make that whistling sound. It took so long for me to work out what that noise was when I played this game, because I didn't actually know what it was. I would hear that whistling noise go off all the time, and I'd be like, what is this incessant whistling noise? I don't get it. I wasn't sure if it was some weird kill streak when I first started playing, or if, I had no idea. And then somebody mentioned that it was these detector things that are on doorways to shops, but strangely enough, the Winstonian or whatever it's called doesn't actually have them. But this shop here, this is like a sports store. This one has one at the entrances, but it also has another set on the internal ones, which I'll show you in a second. You can't disable them, they just whistle constantly. They don't make any sense because they're kind of metal detectors and they're going off because I'm going through with a gun. But shops don't have metal detectors in them, not as far as I know. How rough is Piccadilly? And why are they here? Why are they at the top of these stairs? It's still in the same store. How would you take something off the shelf and take it to the front counter without that going off? You can't. It's a bloody metal detector. They expect you to go through the window. I don't know why it has metal detectors. I hate them. It doesn't make sense. It's all a whole bunch of crap. I don't like Piccadilly. I've never been there, probably never will go there, but I have to play it because it's a map in Call of Duty, and I don't like it. Well, that is the end of this video. Thank you very much for checking it out. Don't forget, hit that like button or the dislike button. I don't really care. One of them is great enough for me. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from myself and the Aussie Gamers Experience team. We also have a podcast which is coming back in February 2020. Make sure you check out for that one. There are links in the description down below. Available on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, everywhere you can find podcasts. That's all for me. As always, I am Lucas, and until next time, I will see ya!